so I'm ready to go live whenever.
Hello there.
Hello,
Welcome.
hello.
I believe we are up on
Are we on
Facebook
Instagram?
and the Instagram. This is a Friday edition of Sunrise Extra, following our Sunrise TV show. Christine hanging out with us at the coffee bar.
I am so excited.
Oh my gosh. I really need this Friday.
You don't have any energy.
I had the excitement. I'm very excited about Friday. But
Yes.
I am a little wiped after that television show. I don't know
Yeah,
what it was.
I think it's
Something
my
wiped me out.
large cup of coffee that's helping me out.
I don't have one of those, but I do have some superstitions, and that is our question of the day. It
Okay.
is Friday the 13th today.
Right.
You know, not all that rare. We're having a full moon situation tonight. Again, full moons, not very rare. We have them about once a month.
No way.
Yeah, but
The
the fact that we have a full moon throughout the country on a Friday the 13th is actually very rare.
Okay.
In fact, we haven't had a situation like this, a nationwide full moon on Friday the 13th since 2001.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to blow your mind again. Get ready.
Okay.
Mind blow number 2.
Okay.
We won't have again a situation like this, full moon, Friday the 13th, nationwide until the year 2049, 30 years from now. We are in rare air tonight, my friends. So the question we're asking today, we've been asking all morning on the TV show. We continue it here on Sunrise Extra. Are you superstitious? It's a yes or a no.
Yeah.
Are you not? And as you think about this, as you answer the question, we have a little history on Friday the 13th.
Okay.
A little history for our viewers to check out. Take a look at this.
13th seems to bring bad luck. But how did this superstition begin? Let's connect the dots. Could an old legal document be to blame for our aversion to the number 13? According to History.com, the 13th law mysteriously got left out of something called the Code of Hammurabi, leading people to think perhaps the number was unlucky. Maybe point the finger at the number 12. Mathematicians believe 12 is perfect. There are 12 months in the year, 12 hours on a clock, so I guess that makes 13 one step behind perfection. Or could religion have something to do with it? Think of the Last Supper and a certain 13th guest. The day itself doesn't help matters. Friday has long been considered the unluckiest day of the week. But if you ask me, the 1980s slasher flick Friday the 13th may have sealed the day's unlucky fate for good.
Okay, that was interesting. A lot of different reasons why Friday the 13th is considered unlucky.
Now, I don't know if we could throw up the viewer voice poll numbers right now or not, but I do know as of like 15 minutes ago when we asked the question, are you superstitious? About 60% of our viewers on the Sunrise Show were saying no. So the majority of you, not a great majority, but a majority nonetheless, were saying no, not superstitious. And so far, among the people watching us right now on Sunrise Extra, good morning to you, Tessa. Good morning to you, Jolene. Good morning to you, Mr. Tim. They're watching us on the Facebook feed, and Tessa says she's not superstitious. Jolene says not superstitious. So again, a lot of you not. We have Candace Hunter. Can we flip around the Instagram feed there, Jess, for a minute?
There it is.
Candace says, this is great. We got married on Friday the 13th in October, so it's actually good luck for Candace and her husband.
Okay, but you know, I know we're asking people if they're superstitious or not, but I feel like there's a, you know, it's a scale. I mean, maybe you're a little superstitious. Like, what about those baseball players who, you know, wear the same necklace or something like that? Or unless, and then there's like the other far side of the scale where you won't walk under ladders or something.
You know, athletes are some of the more superstitious types. And I don't mind them not changing their necklace or whatever. I mind it when they don't change their socks or their underwear.
Right, or even what about knocking on wood, right?
I do that all the time.
Right, so that's considered superstitious.
Yes.
So small things like that even.
And I actually think that matters. Like, I do feel like if I say something to the effect of, you know, my kid's never been sick, hasn't missed a day of school all year, I am quickly knocking on wood. And I feel like I'll just feel terrible if the next day he does have a cold.
Okay.
Or something that keeps him out of school, because I'll think, geez, why did I say anything? Knocking on wood negates it all in my mind. If
That's
you
more
are
of a peace of mind thing, I feel like.
Are you wearing the mic again today?
I am.
Okay, that's Jess behind holding our little Instagram phone. So hello, Instagram viewers. That's thanks to Jess.
Right,
she's holding the phone.
The Facebook camera shows us Jess holding the Instagram phone camera. Stanford Walker, we know, a big fan of the Sunrise Extra show. Stanford, good morning on the Facebook feed, says he was born on the 13th. I don't know what month.
Oh, look
I don't
at
know
that.
what day of the week it was when you were born, Stanford, but he was born on the 13th, and perhaps Stanford feels unlucky because of that. Fill us in, Stanford.
And Angel, it's all in your head. I mean, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, probably.
Actually, when she says it's all in your head, you're right. There is a lot of stuff in my head. It is
Just
all in my head.
bouncing around all over the place.
I love Tammy says she loves both Friday the 13th and the full moon. Tammy, you get them both today. And if you're just tuning in, if you weren't here at the beginning of the extra program, I think your mind was blown 2 times when we let people know a Friday the 13th full moon across the country is absolutely rare. We have not had one since 2001. We will not have one again until 2049. We have one tonight right here. And in fact, in the Portland area on the West Coast, fullness of the moon, complete fullness, absolute fullness, 9:33 tonight.
9:33.
Yes.
Okay.
Set your phone alarms.
And it's
check
supposed
out
to be
the
clear,
fullest
right?
moon.
We're going to be able to see it. Do we know?
Who are you asking? Rod Hill?
I mean, he is in his
Who you
lederhosen
trusting, Rod Hill?
at Mount Angel
knows how
Oktoberfest.
much
I don't
rain
know
it's
how accurate.
No, I know today it's rainy in spots, but it is supposed to clear up today.
Oh, right,
It's
it
supposed to
is.
be clear through Saturday, and then a lot of rain returns on Sunday. Just if you're making weekend plans, we try to keep you informed here on the extra program.
And Phoebe on our Facebook feed, good morning, Phoebe, saying no superstitions, but it is my daughter's birthday. She turns 19 today. Happy birthday to your daughter. And she's leaving her teen years just as she entered them by celebrating Friday the 13th. And you know what's interesting, actually, now that I think about it? One day, I remember being in an elevator in a very large building. And I remember noticing, you know, where you press the buttons to go up to specific floors, there was no 13th floor. And I thought to myself, really?
Yeah. That's
That's
that a
almost
thing?
every hotel. I used to work at one that didn't, like,
And
just
that's-
skips to the 14th. I'm like, that's still the 13th floor. I hope you guys
Just because you
regardless
don't
of
label
what you
it
call
doesn't
it.
mean it's not the 13th floor. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting.
So on those elevators, though, remind me. I mean, do you go? You don't have the 13. So but the next button is goes 12 to 14.
Yep,
12 to
goes
14.
12 to
Okay.
14.
So there's actually one less, or there's actually one more floor than that elevator shaft would suggest.
No, they literally just skip from calling it the 13th floor. It's still the 13th floor. It's
Actually,
a
then there's
left
one
way.
less floor. If it says go to floor 50, there's really only 49 floors. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say.
Yeah.
Man, that was hard to do some simple math. Sorry, Friday
know if
brain.
that's math.
Well, you know what I'm saying? If they're not, if you see a button, if the buttons go up to 50, let me put it this way: if the
Right.
buttons go up to 50,
Okay.
but they don't have a 13, then clearly there are not 50 floors. There's only 49.
Yeah.
So the building has one less floor than the elevator would suggest.
Then
That's
they
all I'm trying to say.
assume.
I confused myself. I apologize.
Wait, so what do you guys do? I mean, are you superstitious at all? Do you knock on wood? I mean, I know we had that poll, are you superstitious or
Right.
not? If you are superstitious, even in the slightest, do you do the knock on wood thing? Do you avoid, walking under ladders? My mom is old school. She's always like, don't travel on Friday the 13th,
Really?
Chrissy. She tells me, Chrissy, don't go anywhere.
You're supposed to
Don't
stay in
do
the house?
anything. Don't go anywhere.
Jeez Louise.
I know.
Girl has to make a living, Mom.
Mom.
Got to leave the house to make a living. Jeannie Carlson chimes in. Good morning, Jeannie Carlson on Facebook. She says, how about not talking about rain in the forecast before an outdoor event? Because she says if you talk about it, it will happen, and it kills all the attitudes about the fun for that event.
Is that superstitious?
A lot of people, I know that when I used to do all those out and about segments
Yeah.
and some of the outdoor ones, they would always say, don't talk about the rain.
Right.
We don't want to talk about the rain. We are all going to just assume that it's going to be nice out for our event this coming weekend.
Right, or else it's coming. If you say something about it, it's coming.
We have behind us the KGW newsroom. I cannot call it a bustling. Oh, Rob's back.
Hey, Rob,
Rob,
you
you're
want to
making
join
it
us?
a bustling newsroom.
He's like, no.
I'm just looking for a show of hands. If any of our staff, that includes you, Shelley, is superstitious, let us know. We will come to you. We will bring the Sunrise Extra experience
Rob
through
is
the
a
newsroom to learn
skeptic.
about your superstitions. I can
Oh, he
tell
already
No.
went on
nothing.
about it
No.
earlier. He's
The
not
newsroom full of
superstitious.
skeptics.
Not superstitious? No.
At all? Okay, she knocks on wood.
wood.
See?
Who are the wood knockers out there?
I mean, I am. So.
You are, Jess?
Whenever I played soccer, I told you about this earlier. I would always reuse the same hair tie. It was a luck thing.
For how long did you do that?
I would do it through a whole season.
Oh, okay, so one
Yeah.
hair tie.
Now, would you
full
wash
season.
it and put it back on, or it had to be an unwashed hair tie?
Probably
It's a hair
unwashed.
tie.
Probably
You know what hair ties do? Can you put them in
Keeps
the washing
your
machine?
hair up.
I thought it was just a piece of fabric that you tied in your hair.
Fabric? Like
Like a
ponytail
scrunchie?
holder.
Elastic.
Like a
Yeah, kind of
scrunchie?
like that. Like a, well, not a
Scrunchies don't
scrunchie.
do it when you're
It's
playing
not
sports. It's true.
1982. It's like,
They're coming in though.
hair
Those
tie.
scrunchies are coming
They
back in. I've
are.
seen them.
Thank
but
you.
a hair tie.
Thank you. Amanda Pat Prest, watching on Facebook, says, Friday the 13th has always been a good day for my husband and I. I am not superstitious, Amanda Pat Prest says. I don't want rain. I want to see that beautiful weekend.
Okay.
There you go. Ryan Moon. I just lost it. I lost the comment. I'm sorry, Ryan Moon, and I just lost the feed. We'll get it back, I promise. Well, I hit the wrong button. You know how I am.
Jeff in Oregon asks, if you skip wearing an Eagles jersey, Drew, on game day, does that cause the Eagles to lose?
What's the question? Say it again.
If you skip wearing an Eagles jersey
no,
on game day,
because
does that cause them to lose?
I rarely wear an Eagles jersey on game day, and they tend to win regardless. Go Eagles.
Is there a reason you rarely wear a jersey?
I just don't. Well, I don't really have one.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not a big
What a fan, though.
No, listen, I'm going to go off on another topic right now.
Tangent.
Sorry, upcoming tangent. I don't like to wear. It seems weird to me. Put it that way. It seems weird to me to wear a jersey with some other grown man's name on my back.
How is that weird?
You're a fan.
How is it weird?
You like their play.
I'm 45 years old. My last name is Carney, but I'm walking around town with a jersey that says Walker on the back, who's 22.
It just shows you're a fan.
Just seems, no.
You appreciate Walker's gameplay.
I just think it's weird. I will wear an Eagles T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
I will wear Eagles hats, but I don't like wearing another
Somebody
person's
else's
name
last
on my
name.
back. It just seems weird.
Oh.
Well, that's
I don't think my kid. I can see my kid doing it, who's 10 or 11 or 12.
Oh, but a grown man wearing another man's
Don't you see
name? Is
what
that
I'm
what you're
saying?
saying?
Do you agree with me? Isn't it
brings
weird
down
for
his
another grown
masculinity.
man, for a grown man to wear another man's name on his back? Thank you. Byron in the booth is telling me he agrees.
Really?
Yes.
Well, at least Byron's on his side.
I thought you'd all agree. I can't believe you guys don't think that's weird.
Not at all. I would absolutely, like, through the Thorns, I would absolutely wear a Tobin Heath's jersey in a heartbeat. And that's not weird. She's just awesome.
You know what? Come to think of it, if I saw you show up to work with that jersey on and Heath's name on your back, I wouldn't think you were weird either. It still bothers me to do it.
Yeah, for you.
Or isn't it weird? Like I go home, right, and I come home and say hi to my kids, and I have like another man's name on my back. I want my kids to look up to me.
Are
you no longer their
insecurities
father?
surfacing this
I
morning?
don't know, kind of, right? Carson Wentz is the quarterback of the Eagles. If I show up at home like, hey boys, how you doing? I turn around and grab a drink, and I'm wearing Wentz on my back, they're like,
They immediately don't know who you are.
am I supposed to look up to Daddy or Wentz?
I don't think they care. No?
I don't think they think of that. I think he's
I
the
think
only
he
one
thinks
who
it.
And since no one is chiming in on this topic,
Identity
no one else is
crisis.
thinking about it either.
Identity crisis. That's what Byron says.
I don't know how long we normally keep up our morning poll.
Oh, I don't know.
I would think
it goes through the day.
the day.
Well, at least until they do a different poll.
I should think it should stop at 11:59. Otherwise, it's just a poll. It's not a morning poll.
It's a today's poll. It's not called a morning.
We're going to keep the poll up then. We will keep the poll up. It's a pretty simple question. Today we're asking, are you superstitious? You can go to kgw.com/vote, or you can go to our news app, somewhat new still. Go to the Vote Now tab on our brand new news app, and you can vote for are you or are you not superstitious.
Oh my gosh. Ryan on our Facebook feed says, here's a good one. I got married on Friday the 13th, and years later, I am happily divorced. LOL. So maybe it is cursed. Well,
and Ryan,
wah, wah.
This is crazy, Ryan. Your ex-wife is also on the feed this morning, and she explains why you got divorced. I'm kidding. It's not on.
I'm like, what? I am not
Where's
saying
that? I don't see that on the feed.
I don't see that on the feed.
Joshua says, I'm only somewhat superstitious about Friday the 13th. Good morning, by the way, Joshua. Joshua says, that's likely because of one of my secrets that only my inner circle of friends know when it comes to lunar eclipse, full moons, and such. Now, wait a minute. Can we become part of your inner circle?
Yeah, right.
That's a weird comment if you're not going to fill us in. Something obviously happened that your friends know about involving you when it comes to lunar eclipse, full moons, and such. Joshua, please tell.
We need more explanation on this, more
We'd like
details.
a laugh on a Friday. I have a feeling that your story would bring laughter to us. So please share the story with us, Joshua, on the Facebook feed.
Oh, and on Instagram, Jeff in Oregon asking you, Drew, would you not wear a shirt that says USA on it because you live here already?
That makes absolutely no sense. It's not related to
Yours makes absolutely no sense. So why not a question that
USA
makes
is
no
my
sense?
country. I love my country. I proudly wear the colors whenever I can. I'll splash USA all over my shirt at any given time. That is not the same as wearing another man's last name on my back.
But he's your player. You've got pride in your player. He's your.
I have a team. I don't have a player.
There is no I in team. It's true.
Okay. Anyway, back to Friday the 13th because.
Yeah, it's because Jonathan Keck. That's a good last name, Keck. Jonathan Keck says, I used to be superstitious after breaking my wrist 2 years in a row on or near Friday the 13th. Well, if it happened near the 13th, I wouldn't be the same as
2 years in a
on
row.
The 13th.
Well, okay. And then Jeff in Oregon says also, seriously though, I'm driving to Bend today and we'll drive extra careful.
Because of?
Probably Friday the 13th. Yeah, we're reeling it back to Friday the 13th.
Yeah, should you see a black cat cross the road there on your way to Bend, I would immediately turn back around and come to Portland.
For a second, I almost said, are you being serious?
Byron's asking, does what make it worse with the full moon? The day? Well, that's the whole point of our topic. Our
So
director,
Byron
just
asked.
chimed in with something I thought we covered from the top. Yes, it's crazier. This Friday the 13th is crazier, Byron, because it is also a full moon Friday.
People are said to
Yeah.
act crazy on full moons.
People howl at the moon. I would imagine
Like
there'll be a lot of
werewolves?
howling.
No.
Yes. We're going to knock this one out, only because I have to do the Today Show cut-ins, as we call them.
Oh, got
here.
it. Okay.
So we have to leave the newsroom. If you want to stay and do it by yourself.
That would be lonely. Even though I have all of you, but it would be lonely.
You need the face next to you.
I need someone to like give me some, something to talk to.
Hold
someone
on to, perhaps.
Hold on to.
We appreciate all of your comments, though. Thank you for chiming in today on the Instagram and on the Facebook. Are you superstitious? If you are, good luck, because it is a full moon Friday the 13th.
Bye, guys. Have a good weekend.